Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, thank you so much for being here.
It's always good to be with you.
Thank you. So let's start with the Attorney General's report. It's obviously a very shocking report. I'm wondering, when you read it on Tuesday and when you heard the announcement from the AG, what was going through your mind? What were you thinking?
It was horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible. Uh, as a woman, as a woman who is in an environment where we know women. I'm the first woman leader in the history of the state, so we know that in certain places women don't show up easily. And to read and to hear these women in their own words, wanting to be valued and wanting to be respected for the work that they've done and wanted to be seen as something other than just an object. I really, really felt for them. And I must say, there's such tremendous courage to be able to come forward, especially under these circumstances. I mean, this was something that was quite deliberative. It was quite comprehensive, compelling, and frankly, just sad. Obviously, after reading this, after hearing the testimony, after being very, very clear that the assembly is also, obviously I called for the resignation before I knew what the assembly was doing. But at this point, they seem to be ready to draw up the articles of impeachment. So I would hope, frankly, that in light of all this, the governor resign. It's 2021. We've done so much as it relates to sexual harassment and workplace safety. And I just don't feel that it's appropriate to have to spend a lot of time rehashing what the Attorney General, again, with independent investigators, have been able to ascertain as true. 11 women. It's really devastating.
Yeah, after reading the report yesterday and the appendices, I can actually really see why this took 5 months. It was very, very comprehensive, very, very detailed, and had some legal analysis in it too. On the other side, the governor responded to the report yesterday and has said in recent weeks that this report and all the investigations against him right now have been politically motivated, both by the attorneys in the AG's office that worked on this, and he's also trying to call out lawmakers in the legislature and on the federal level, saying that their decision to call for his resignation is political. I imagine you do not feel that way, but how would you respond to that?
Well, I think the facts speak for themselves. I don't want to live in a world where I suspect that everybody is doing something to everybody else only for their own personal motivation. It's certainly not the case for most of the colleagues that I have. And again, we have an attorney general. We all said that the attorney general should investigate. We all believed that we would abide by the independent findings, or at least we respect the independent nature and the findings of the attorney general, and go from there. So clearly we are at a place where, again, we have corroboration, we have emails, we have conversations. There are so many things that one of these allegations with all of that information standing by itself is too many. But when you have 11, I just can't believe that we are going to go down this path of everybody's out to get the governor. It clearly is not the case. And again, we have to respect the women who came forward. It's not easy. And it's easy, I guess, for all of us to say we believe the women, but not only do we have the women, but we also have the independent investigation and the corroboration. So I don't believe there's a lot of wiggle room here. There isn't any, frankly. And so I'm hoping, again, that we are able to move on with the important business of New York State.
It looks like the next step in this is going to be the impeachment investigation and coming out with that and the possible impeachment of the governor. If that happens, the Senate has to hold a trial. Do you have a sense among your colleagues in your conference, at least, as to how they would vote? Because they would have to vote to convict or acquit the governor. And I know that depends on the charges of impeachment, but
Right.
What's the sense of your conference right now?
Well, again, you're right, and just for your viewers who I'm sure are astute, but we kind of work the way the federal government works. So the Assembly would prepare the articles of impeachment, and then it would come to the Senate, as well as the 7 judges from the Court of Appeal. And I will say, for full disclosure, I won't have a vote because the during this process, the governor has to step aside and the lieutenant governor, essentially temporarily becomes governor, and I temporarily, I'm the lieutenant governor, so I don't have a vote. But from what my conference has said during this time, and certainly after this bombshell report, I believe there's like 32 or 33 members in my conference who have called for the governor's resignation. So the presentation of the trial information, obviously people will, go through that process. But my sense right now is that the vast majority of my conference wants this to be over because we really do know the importance of focusing on the work for the people who sent us here.
So if we do see Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul step into that governor role during all of this, what do you think about her as a leader? Do you think that she will do the job well, considering she's been under the governor for, a number of years now? What would you think about her in that leadership role?
I think that she'd certainly be prepared. She knows, as we all do, the importance of bringing stability to government. I said I have seen, I guess, 3 governors in the time that I've been here since 2007, and we know that the people need to feel like there's a sense of stability, and I think that Lieutenant Governor Hochul certainly brings that. She has done extensive traveling around the state, so I think she knows all the different parts of the state. And like I said, I've had an opportunity to work with her during her tenure as lieutenant governor, and she's been to my district, and we've had an opportunity, especially in women in leadership. Again, there's not a lot of us, so I've had an opportunity to develop a personal relationship with her. I'm sure she will do absolutely fine, and have the support, because again, there are so many things that we really need to do. And that's why I think the more we could put, this unfortunate chapter behind us and really focus on what New Yorkers need, the better off we'll be.
There's just so many moving parts, and it's fascinating because the last impeachment in New York was more than a century ago.
Yeah.
So we almost have no precedent for this. It'll be really interesting to see, but we do have to leave it there. Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, thank you so much as always.
It's always good to be with you. Stay well.